it's Julia, and I'm back from another hiatus. My mom was visiting last week, and then the kids were on spring break, and right now it is basically impossible to record when my kids are around because they don't shut up. I love them, but they don't shut up, and so I cannot record with them around because it's just a mess. So today I'm going to be talking about books that I just did not enjoy, that I just hated, or really strongly disliked. I don't normally like to talk about books that I didn't like, but I don't really have that many, so I'm going to go ahead and do this video and talk about some of the books that I did not like that I've read over the last couple years. Okay, so I do want to start out this video by saying that just because I don't like these books doesn't mean they're not good books. It doesn't mean that you might not like these books. It just means that if you have a taste similar to my taste, you probably want to stay clear of these books. But I'm not telling you don't go read these books. They're terrible. They're awful. Because you might like them. I don't know. So I'm gonna get right into this video, and I'm gonna start with an obvious choice for me, which is one that I strongly disliked, and that was the Mortal Coil. And this one was basically about a girl who lives in this world where there's this like virus outbreak that kind of turns people into zombies, and her dad is the only one with the cure, but then he gets taken by this big corporate company, and then it's up to her to kind of find the cure, and there's all this craziness that happens, and these two guys, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so this book just didn't vibe with me because I really loved the idea of it, and so I guess I was just disappointed by the execution of the story. I really thought that it was going to be one that I really liked, especially because there's like a blurb by Amy Kaufman right here on the front cover. I was like, Amy Kaufman likes it? For sure I'm gonna like it. But no, Amy Kaufman, you did me wrong, girl. You did me wrong. Anyway, so I just thought that this book was really boring. I think that it could have been, like I said, executed in a different way, a more exciting way, because you would think that a story that has to do with zombies and like, biological warfare type thing happening, you would think that that would have a lot of action and exciting things going on, but no, it was just a lot of, like I've said before, I don't like traveling, and there was a lot of that in this, and I was just like, no. And then, so I did not like this book, and I probably wish that I'd never even read that book, because, yeah. Okay, so the next book I'm going to be talking about is The Flame in the Mist, or just Flame in the Mist. I read this as like a group read with the BookTube book club, and I just really didn't like this. It was supposed to be like a Mulan retelling, and it's about this girl who kind of like dresses as a guy and kind of escapes with this band of like warriors and tries to become a warrior, but I did not like how they did the story. I just thought that it was kind of all over the place, and I just didn't really vibe with the story. Like, I usually really like Asian culture stories, and this just came off really weird to me, and especially the ending, which I'm not gonna say obviously about it because I don't want to give any spoilers for people who do want to read this, but there was just something about the ending that I really just did not like, and I was just really disappointed in this because I was thinking Asian culture, Mulan retelling. Mulan's one of my favorite Disney movies. Like, this is gonna be right up my alley, but no, it wasn't, and I was extremely disappointed in it. It just was kind of boring and kind of weird. The next book I'm going to talk about is one that I can say with complete confidence, look at me, looking at you, looking at me, looking at you, when I say this, that I hated this book. And I do not say that lightly. I do not say that I hate books. I don't ever say it, but with this is different because there was something, I don't know what it, I do not know what it was that I didn't like. I know exactly what it is that I didn't like, and that's the toxic relationship that was this book, After by Anna Todd. And this book had a relationship in it that was so toxic it was disturbing to me. At first I was like, okay, you know, he's gonna be kind of shitty for a minute, and then he's gonna realize he's being a jerk, and then they're gonna fall in love, and it's gonna be great. But no, he was a jerk, and it was like the same pattern over and over again for the 300 pages that I read. This is a 600-page book, and I DNF'd it after the same cycle happened 6 times, and I am not exaggerating when I say this. 6 times. Literally, guy's nice, girl goes out with guy or does something with guy, then he's an asshole, then they yell at each other, and then she runs off, and then the cycle happens again, and she forgives him, and then he's an asshole, and blah, blah, blah. But it's not like just he's an asshole. It's like he's a severe asshole, and he doesn't even really know her enough to be that much of an asshole. I don't know, but this book just really didn't vibe with me, and I think that it really was a matter of that I'm in a healthy relationship, and I feel like every girl deserves to be in a relationship like I have. And when I see girls who are being like toyed around with, and a book that is basically teaching women that it's okay, that I just feel some sort of way. I just feel like, why are we teaching our generation that this is okay? Because it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. So I DNF'd that book. I wasn't gonna read them doing the same cycle like 1,200 times, and I even like went ahead a couple chapters, and then another head a couple chapters, and like read it to kind of see if it gets better before I decided whether or not I was gonna DNF it or not. And then I even read the ending after I decided I'm probably not gonna read this, and I'm so glad that I did not read that book all the way, because okay. So next is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, and this book, I don't think this book is a bad book, but I just think it wasn't for me. I didn't really like the story. I thought it was really weird, which I usually like weird stuff, out there stuff, different stuff, but this was just different in the sense that it was like, I could not follow along with all the different crap that was happening throughout the story. And I was like, why is this happening? It doesn't really go with anything else that's happening in the story. It's just totally thrown in there and random. That was just my thought on it, which I was really disappointed because this was one I was really anticipating when it came out, and I read it like right when it came out, and I was just like, what is this story? Now, I don't know if maybe a little of that had to do with the fact that I was reading it on audiobook, and maybe I missed some things that were crucial that would have connected the things a little better that I thought were just like, what? Where did that even come from? So I'm not saying that I might not ever reread this just to see if I missed some stuff, but as of right now, as it stands, I'm just like, what the fuck was that book? Next book is another what the fuck is that book, and that is The Blood Rose Rebellion. I picked up this book when I was in Savannah a couple years back and read it while I was on vacation and hated it. Okay, let me just start by saying that this had some weird like incest stuff in it that I was like, and usually like, okay, that might not bother me if it was relevant to the story. Like in Game of Thrones there's incest, but it's like relevant to the story, whereas this, it was just completely random and not really relevant to the story in any way, shape, or form, and I was just like, gross, ew. And then on top of that, it was like this girl kept throwing herself and just randomly kissing like random people, that it wasn't like, it was like a bunch of insta love, but it wasn't love. It was like, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just like weird to me, and the whole magic system was kind of weird to me. And in this book, the whole thing is like all the higher up people in the world have magic, and there's like magic runs out and something. It's been a while since I read it, but I did not like it. I just didn't like the main character, I think is the moral of it, is I didn't like the things that she did and the way that she threw herself at people. Like first at like her sister's boyfriend, and then like her cousin, and then like, it was just weird. It was just weird to me. All these books that I don't like obviously are weird to me, but moving on. The last book that I'm going to be talking about was one that was a big surprise to me, because I love retellings, and I've never really read a retelling that I did not really enjoy, because I'm just such a big like Disney fan, and the Grimm's fairy tales, you know, I love all of that stuff. I'm gonna say shit, but then I just said shit, so I'm gonna say stuff. I thought I was gonna love this, but I did not like it, especially because I love this author, and that is Heartless. I didn't enjoy it. I'm trying to think. I just didn't like the main character of the story. It ruined it for me. I feel like for me, I really have to like the main character in a story to enjoy the story. If I feel like the main character is just really annoying and stupid, then I'm not gonna like it. And I feel like the main character was really stupid in this. I feel like she made really bad decisions, which obviously is why she ended up being, you know, evil. But there was something about this that I just did not like, and I think it was the main character, and I think also I didn't like how the relationship went in this either. So yeah, that is really it for books that I just really did not like, and you will not find me ever recommending these books to anybody because I did not like them. I don't even know why I still own them. Oh yeah, I do know, it's because I'm a book hoarder. Anyway, yeah, so that is really it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys!